My aim is to talk to you about the 9 years of the government and the center, and to tell you as to where we are today, because a lot of times certain things get lost otherwise if they are not put out in the correct perspective.
தமிழகம் வேணுங்களா இல்ல ஒரு நேரா பேச சொல்லுங்க. ஓகே யூ கேன்
சொன்னா நல்லா இருக்கும்.
எங்க சந்தேகம் சொல்லுங்க நான் கிளியர்
உடனே சொல்லிட்டோம்.
First of all,
இன்றைய தினத்தினுடைய செய்தியாளர்களுடைய சந்திப்புக்கான முக்கிய காரணமாக சொல்லுகிற விஷயங்கள் 9 ஆண்டுகள் மத்திய அரசாங்கம் செய்துகின்ற விஷயங்கள் என்ன, இன்றைய காலகட்டத்தில் நம்மளுடைய பாரதம் எந்த இடத்தில் இருக்குன்றதை பத்தி பேசுறதுக்காக.
First of all, let me start by saying that these 9 years of Modi government, from 30th of May 2014 till now, have created unprecedented changes, and I'm repeating it, unprecedented changes in the country. What are these unprecedented changes? When we judge any country, there are a few things that are taken into account to see what change takes place in a country. The first is economy. The second is the political setup. Third is the society or the societal setup that exists in a country, any country in the world. If we look at the first part, economy, today India is the only country in the world, and I'm repeating it, India is the only country in the world which is growing at more than 6% growth rate in economy. China is at 3, USA is further down below. We are the only country, and that is why in the world India is seen as a spark of hope for all other economies. Having said that, let me give you a few examples so that it fortifies what I am saying. Our GDP is presently about $3.75 trillion. This $3.75 trillion, the first trillion of this economy took 60 years to come. The second trillion took about 7 years to come. And the remainder has come in about 5 years' time or 4 years' time. This kind of a change has taken place in no other country. Second, our GDP, which is 3.75 trillion, two-thirds of it is from domestic market. It is not from exports, but it is from domestic market, which means that your market is strong, market allows the country to grow, market allows people to grow. And in coming years, this is going to make a difference in how we grow. Let me quote another example for you all. Foreign direct investment. In the last 9 years, every year we have broken a record. Every year we have broken a record. Even during COVID period, when the world was in lockdown, we had highest amount of FDI that came in the country. Now what does FDI imply? It implies that anybody who is investing in India trusts you. They trust our country, they trust the people of this country to invest what they have invested in a manner that they get also a profit while you use it for your work and generate profits out of it so that they can get the profits. 132 countries are investing in India. This FDI is from 132 different countries. And investment is going into 61 different sectors. Not one or two, not defense, not aviation, not railways, but 61 different sectors in the country. And it is going to 31 states and union territories combined. That is the width and breadth of our FDI that is coming to us. And it is ensuring that it spurs our economy further. Let's take another field. When we look at our economic growth of this FDI, 90% of this has come through normal route. When I say normal route, it means whatever rules are in existence, whatever rules have been made, it has come through that in a normal manner. No rules have been changed for it. And therefore, it shows the strength of your economy, it shows the strength of your government. Let's take another part of our, economy. 2015, the government launched the startup program. At that time, we had 428 registered startups. Today, after 2015, you as a country are number 3 in the world where unicorns are concerned, meaning thereby the businesses which are more than crore plus. You are number 2 where the number of startups in the country are concerned. And you are number 1 where startups every day is concerned. What does it mean? It shows an aspirational India. It shows an aspirational youth. It shows the chances that the youth is getting to grow in the country, which means that in coming years you are going to benefit by the enterprising nature of our youth. Let's take what I talked of as the societal changes. Every scheme that has been made by the government of India in the last 9 years touches every section of the society. It does not discriminate against caste, creed or religion. Everybody who fits into that parameter of qualification for that particular scheme will get the benefit. Whether it is 9 crore gas connections that were given, whether it is almost 3 crore houses that have come under Prime Minister's Awas Yojana, every scheme, whether it is Jal Jeevan Mission, where water is being supplied, potable drinking water by pipes is being supplied in the rural areas. Every scheme is touching every section of the society, which is what strengthens the society, which ensures stability in the society, and which ensures that the growth of the country will take place. Another thing which a lot of people in the world do not notice, your election system is such that almost 10 lakh booths, almost more than 90 crore people who vote or who are registered voters, out of which 60 crores vote, and all this voting exercise goes without any flaw. All those who have read management, I'll classify it as 6 Sigma Triple X. That is the quality of our election system. Shows maturity and stability of our political system. You will hear the complaints, but most of those complaints are found to be wrong. Otherwise, this system has been going on and it has been praised the world over. When we look at our political system, federal cooperation is working despite some noises to the contrary. Otherwise, wherever a state has to work, it is working as per the state requirement, and wherever center has to intervene, it is working as per that requirement, as per the constitution. Shows the maturity of our political system over a period of time, which means stability in the country, which means good for the people so that they can grow. And mind you, in these 9 years, these phenomenal changes have created various things which never happened before that. For example, the Prime Minister said in 2014 that we care for our women, especially in rural areas. We want to ensure that they get the respect. They should not go for open defecation, and every house should have a toilet. 3 years' time, this was achieved. Today, there is no village which has got open defecation. Next year, he said that there are 18,000 villages which haven't got electricity since independence. Again, in less than 3 years' time, all 18,000 villages were electrified. Earlier, you had roads which were being constructed at a rate of almost 6 kilometers a day. Today, you've got roads which are being constructed at 38 kilometers a day. And the road network is second largest after USA, and we are very sure that by next year we would be at par with USA, and next year after that we will cross whatever USA has. And these roads are quality roads. There is a road which goes from nearby you, which goes from Chennai to Bengaluru. There were problems in between because of certain clearances from the state. The day it is completed, you can travel from Chennai to Bengaluru in 2 hours. You need not take the aircraft. Same is true for all our roads. All manufacturing hubs have been connected. All border areas have been connected. All districts are being connected with national highways. All ports are connected. You pick up any area, it has been connected with good roads. Same is true for our railway infrastructure. 2014 and earlier, you had only 33% of railway routes which were electrified. Today, you've got 96% routes that have been electrified. Look at the difference. You had only 74 airports till 2014. Today, you've got 148 airports. This is the type of development that has taken place in every possible area. You also have defense capability where modernization has taken place, where indigenization is taking place, and today you have a leadership that has been able to withstand pressure from any country that has tried to look at us in a manner which is not good for us. You look at our manufacturing capability. Today, we are manufacturing a large number of Apple mobiles. You look at the type of data that we use. When Digital India was started in 2016, we were 122 rating in the world. Today, you are number 1 in the use of data and the amount of data that you use. Data is the cheapest in India in the world. And you are number 2 where the number of mobiles are concerned. The amount of data that you use is more than what China and America uses. That is the amount of data that you are using. And almost 50% of digital transactions in the world are happening in India. That is our strength. Digital transaction implies a great amount of transparency that takes place in the transactions that happen. So, all in all, if we look at how India has done in the last 9 years, it shows unprecedented changes that have taken place. It shows growth. It shows infrastructure that has grown. It shows the way people are benefiting from it, and it shows that our future is much more brighter than any other country. And the last piece of data that I want to give you is till 2070, India is going to have the youngest profile with an average age between 27 to 29. Implication is that if we train our youth, if we skill them, then the world is going to source its human resource from India, and it is India and its youth that are going to do well. So having said this, I don't think there is anything else required. I'll field whatever questions you have. The airport was made at a time when some airlines had promised that they will utilize this airport. That is why we made the terminal, we ensured that it comes up as fast as possible. The Udan scheme caters for airlines to bid for the route. Unfortunately, after having told us that they want to fly to Vellore from various places in the country, those airlines have either gone underground or they've stopped talking about taking routes to Vellore. Our aim is to start it as soon as possible. We are trying to persuade the airlines. Please also understand that airlines are today not controlled by the government of India. They are free enterprises. They have to assess their own profits and technical parameters to fly on a particular route. Therefore, it is taking a little time, but we are at it, and we are sure that an important place like Vellore, which has VIT, which has the medical facilities, which otherwise is not as well connected as we would like it to be, Tamil Nadu, we would like the flights to come as fast as possible.
Sir, madam, Navodaya or Kendriya Vidyalaya, the two schools may be there, so that's possible.
If there is any sports schools for Navodaya and Kendriya, there is fortunately enough made of schools.
Your district has to demand it. I'm quite sure the center is very liberal in providing it, and they will provide. I don't think the demand has gone. It takes a little time in processing it. I've also been demanding 2 schools for my district. The file moves rather slowly because amongst all the changes, one little change that is still to take place is how to hasten up these files to move.
So when was the toll gate? It's been modified, as you said before. The toll gates are it's been to be modified as a.
Toll gates are getting modified. We are already doing a pilot program. Our aim is by early next year, some routes we will change and then start implementing all other routes. It will be based on satellite / GPS / the camera that will take a photograph of your vehicle. The registration plate is already registered with us. We already have that data. I'm sure if you have crossed the speed limit and you have got a challan, you know that your data is available in the repository that exists. So based on this data, when you enter the national highway, which is tolled, whatever distance you travel on that, when you exit, that distance will be calculated. The money will be deducted from the account that you link with this particular vehicle of yours. So there will be no barriers. There will be no stopping the vehicle. There will be nobody who will check your vehicle. It is already, you have entered, it is already registered with us. When you leave, again it is photographed, it is registered with us. All that you will come to know is that certain amount of money has gone from your bank.
Sir, how do you...
University is doing well. This is the 17th convocation. Very large number of students got their degrees, and I personally, having attended many convocations, I found the program to be very good.
Sir, in India we have many national highways, but not proper roads, said by Rahul Gandhi, Congress leader.
I don't know what he wanted to say because a lot of times I get confused by what he says. You have many national highways. There are state highways which the states have to look after. There are certain amount of money which the states take from the center to upgrade their state highways, which comes under Central Road Infrastructure Fund, which is also given, and we monitor as to where that money goes. so that the roads come up and not something else comes up. So, if he is travelled on a road which is not national highway and is a state highway and it has not been done up by that state, I think it will be in fitness of things for him to ask that state as to why that particular road has not been done.
தமிழ்நாட்டில் ஒரு 66 காலாவதியான சுங்கச்சாவடிகளும் மூடணும்னு சொல்றாங்க கவர்மெண்ட். ஆனா பிஜேபி கவர்மெண்ட் அது மூட மாட்டேன்னு சொல்றாங்க
In
அப்படின்னு
Tamil
சொல்றாங்க.
Nadu, more than 63 toll gates are expired. So central government has to close it now, but Tamil Nadu is not getting closer. No, Tamil Nadu people, Tamil Nadu state government asking to close the 63 expired toll gates. Still, the central government is not permitted to close the toll gates.
See, the toll gates are on national highways. When you put a toll gate, the tolling system is a worldwide system. It is not unique to India. It's a worldwide system. Why a toll is taken is, if you are using a good thing, you pay higher for it. If you take the normal ice cream which is on a stick, you pay less. If you take it in a cone, it costs you a little more, which is better. So if a road is better and it has been constructed by national highways, obviously a certain amount of toll is charged for maintenance of that road. Ultimately, we want to make more roads and make the roads that much better.
கேள்வி காலாவதியான
காலாவதியான toll gates.
இல்ல
இல்ல இல்ல அவர் என்ன சொல்றாரு இருக்குது எல்லா இடத்துலயும் இருக்கு காலாவதியான ஏற்கனவே அவங்க வசூலிச்சிட்டாங்க அந்த
இல்ல
பணத்தை.
ஆல்ரெடி அந்த ரோட் ஃபெசிலிட்டிஸ் இஸ் வெரி குட்.
ரைட் அதை விட அதிகமா வசூல் இருக்கு ஹையஸ்ட் இன்கம் இருக்கு இல்லங்க.
இல்ல
இப்ப இவங்க சொல்ற மாதிரி லிமிட்டா தாண்டி போயாச்சு.
வேர்ல்ட் வைட் சிஸ்டம் ஓகே பட் இந்த காலாவதியான எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ்
ஆக்சுவலி அவங்க டோல்கேட் மூட தானே ஒரு சட்டமன்றத்தில் தீர்மானம்
Are we
கொடுக்குறாங்க.
talking of experience at the toll, or we are talking on the necessity of toll?
they asking the expired of the toll.
Huh?
Expired of the toll.
Experience of toll. See, what is happening is, unfortunately, national highway cannot run all the tolls. We tender out the tolls. Some person takes it, who is a local from that area. He runs that toll. And we have got a system, if you feel that a person is not behaving properly, you've got a number, you've got a Twitter account, let us know immediately, we get after that person who's got the toll from us. And we deduct his money and we ensure that he provides you better service. But if you don't complain, it becomes very difficult for us to monitor.
Thank you.